Well, good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central, virtual stitching retreat and live stream. So hello to everybody in the chat. Great to see you guys here. Miss Frito is here. Let me get her to come. Oh, she can't come that way. Hold on. I got to rearrange some cameras and my rolly stuff so we can get down here and see Miss Frito. Come here, baby. Watch the internet cable. Oh my goodness. Mama doesn't make it safe for you, do I? No. You're a good girl. You want your biscuits? This is our little rescue Frito. Yeah, she's a good girl. Yes, that's Mama's girl. They had called her Sally Mae at the shelter. She did not answer to that, but she likes Frito. There's your Dave biscuit. Yes, good girl. And I got a chew stick for you too. Do you want it? Do you want your chew stick? There you go. Do you want that? Okay. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Okay. Got that taken care of. Out she goes through the doggy door. All righty. There we go. Oh, you guys are already on it. Yes, it's Giveaway Friday. Let's do a hashtag Power Tools. Hashtag is the little pound sign that's up above the 3 on your keyboard. If you're on a QWERTY keyboard. QWERTY. Y'all know what QWERTY is? Have you ever heard that term or seen it? Q. Let me look. It's the row across the top of the letters on a regular keyboard. QWERTY. So a regular keyboard in the tech world, they call it a QWERTY keyboard. Isn't that cool? See, you learned something new today. I was a geek. I was a nerd. And I wouldn't call myself a geek. I was a nerd in the Air Force. Yeah. You guys do it. You're putting it on there. You don't even know what it is. It doesn't matter. Well, you might if you watch the last couple of days. I'm giving away, courtesy of Lady M, Shamrock Ridge. So Lady M, who is the benefactor of my channel, sent me all 12 books of the On Wander Lane series. And so each month I'm going to be giving away one of these to one of you. So that's very exciting. Thank you so much, Lady M. You are a doll. I just appreciate you so much. We all appreciate you. So if you don't have one, certainly do it. U.S. shipping only, please. If you do have one, go ahead and get it anyway and share it with a friend or a guild member or something like that. So that'll be fun. This is the book that we used, not this exact one. What did I do with mine? I have mine right here. Mine's all beat up, folded up, refolded, mashed, scanned. It's a mess. But this is the book that we used to make this Love mini quilt right here. Okay. Thank you, Linda, for recognizing Lady M. That's very sweet. So trivia, the longest word you can type on a QWERTY keyboard is typewriter. No kidding, Elaine. She's so smart. E.T. Gillen. She's so smart. I love her. She used to work in marketing for a major, major corporation. And she's smart as a whip. So do we have a new person? Is Karen new? Thank you, Karen, for joining us. If you're new, put it in the chat. Say, hi, I'm new here. And we have a Sunshine Committee wandering around in the back somewhere. And if you are new, we have a virtual kitchen. And on your way into the virtual kitchen, Scotty Dog's in there getting the coffee ready and everything. And she always brings monkey bread on Friday. And I'm sure there's other goodies as well. Nowhere to go. You're in the right place. But on the way in, there's a thumbs up button. Hit that. And if you are on your, if you're watching on your TV, chilling in your recliner, like I know a lot of you are. Yeah, I'm talking to you. With your dogs, I know who you are, then, and your cats, then grab the TV remote and hit the channel up button. And that gives me a thumbs up as well. I appreciate it so much. That helps the YouTube algorithm see that real life people enjoy the content and they push it out to more people. And then we get newbies in our group. And I love that. Oh, Michelle says there's fresh cinnamon rolls in the kitchen. I can smell them from here. They're fantastic. You guys, I'm down another pound. So we went to Louisiana a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Was it? It wasn't last weekend, was it? I don't know. It was weekend before last. And my weight loss came to a screeching halt because gumbo, right? Gumbo. I love gumbo. And so everything came to a stop, and then it started picking up again. I started Weight Watchers with the app like 2 weeks before the end of the year, right through Christmas. Had to do something. So I was, and if I miss you in the chat, I apologize. Y'all, it flies by so fast, especially on Giveaway Friday. We've got king cake. Okay, yes, we're still in Mardi Gras season. King cake, yay. I got some really cute stuff to show you guys that came in from the Fat Quarter Shop. Oh my goodness. I put the links below the video. Everything that I'm going to show you is below the video. And I want to know if any of you eagle-eye people can see something right now that is new that has not been here before. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you have Embroidery Thursday on the TV, Wilma? That was a long one. I was off my game yesterday. You know, we all have those days, right? I was off my game. I was like, I'm not thinking. Reasons for that. The whole day was shot yesterday. The whole day. It was fine. So, real life gumbo. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? I know. I cheat. I use Zatarain's gumbo base, and then I just throw everything in it. Whatever's in the vegetable drawer that's got to go. That's yeah. Yes, my board behind me. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Teresa, you got it. Y'all, this is the Classy American Design Wall. Check that out up there. That is very, very cool. So I ran past, I was in a hurry at the Houston International Quilt Festival. Going to, I had to run over to meet viewers at Yazzie Bags. And so I flew by the booth for Classy American Design Wall at Houston last year. And Tony and his mom, they run the company. They were at Road to California last January. So I popped over there and saw his stuff, and I was like, I have to have that. Now I have messed it up. I messed it up. It came in perfect. I messed it up. I got to fix it. But anyway, so the Classy American Design Wall. Now I got the fancy one with the remote control. Okay. I could watch a movie. I know. So this thing is 6 feet wide. Okay. It goes all, you can see the edge of it over there behind the long arm frame. Okay. By the long arm, 6 feet wide. Karen says she has one and she loves it. Yeah. And I have got it stopping down at the floor. And the whole point of getting this is because I've got another quilt on the wall behind this one that I've got up here because I'm very busy, right? So for those of you, the wiggle butt sign needs a new spot. All right, I got you. Let's put it back where it was. Okay, how's that? So Renee, you got to fix that, sweetheart. It looks like your cat walked on your keyboard. Okay. Coffee. So he said it was going to take 5 weeks to get these out. All right. So if you ordered one at Road to California, just be patient. I've already received emails, but I did get mine, and he sent mine first because I promoted them for him. Okay. So where was I going? I was looking at your power problem. Okay, Susan. So anyway, right after Road to California, they went to QuiltCon in Phoenix. So he hasn't been home long enough to fulfill those orders. So just be patient. They'll come. Now, one of the things I didn't mention in the video, and he may not have told you, I've got this in my Amazon store. You need to get some OTIF 404 repositionable adhesive. This is the can that they had on the table at Road to California. So if you ordered one of these, you need to get this. Okay. Now there's some knockoffs out there that say 404. I can't recommend those. I went with the brand, and this thing's almost $20. It's not cheap, but it really and if you're sensitive to sprays, have somebody else do it for you. Okay. Hold on a minute on the gray house, Sharon. Just a minute. I'll get to it. It's adorable, isn't it? So anyway, the whole point of this is a single-sided flannel. And I got the big one because I'm always doing something. But check this out. Now it's going to roll up crooked, y'all. I did that. That was me. But it goes up. And when it goes up, it's going to, what happens is your pieces can go right up inside of it. I know quilt shops use these. Okay. Cynthia has to use the 404 on hers. Okay. So I'm going to stop it because it's going to start getting crooked, right? Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, it's going to get crooked right there. So see, I've got another quilt behind it. So there's the Brightly sampler in the Strawberry Lemonade. Okay. That's the quilt along I'm doing with you guys on Mondays. We have 11 blocks finished. And then I'm going to bring it back down. Fresh fruit in the kitchen. Thank you, Susan. That works with my Weight Watchers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then it's going to come back down. And even without the 404, the pieces stuck to it, but they stick better with this. Okay. And then I did do, and it just stopped all by itself down there. See, there's the rail for it. And I did make a pre-recorded video on how to program this thing. Okay. That will come out probably tomorrow. He didn't ask me to do that, but I did it. And it took me 4 or 5 times to get it right. And I thought, let me make a video because so many of you are visual. And I'm going to give him permission to link to that video up on their website. But I did put a link to it below. Okay. So what's the gray house behind me? So cute. You guys, this is something I purchased. This wasn't given to me by a vendor. I know, Fran, I had a bomb. That's cool. I got to fix. What happened was it got a little wrinkled. And when it wrinkles, it kind of goes up wonky. So that drives me crazy. Well, Carolyn, if you don't have wall space for it, you can hang it from the ceiling. Yeah. He tells you how to do a ceiling mount. So you can hang it from the ceiling and then it can come down in front of a window or whatever you happen to have. If you don't have wall space, y'all, it's just like those levelour blinds and the fan. Usually they have a chain. This one has the remote because I like power tools, right? I had to get that. Even in my video, I was like, I have to have one of those. Okay. You could put it over a window. Very cool. Yeah. Then put your stuff on it, right? And then roll it up. Now you got your window back. You got a concrete wall mounted in the ceiling, right? They make bolts for that. So this is on the Fat Quarter Shop. This is going to, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it because it's the last thing I need. You guys don't need these. You do not need these. This is precious. This is called the Small Sewing Shop, and it's a sewing shop sewing box is what it's called. I've linked to it in the Fat Quarter Shop section below the video. This is so stinking cute. Nothing fancy to it at all on the inside, but the outside is so precious. It deserves a spot. Y'all, this just makes my heart happy. This just makes me happy. I'm telling you. And there's nothing to it. You can stuff it full of sewing goodies. Yeah, I know. I might take it and give it to my granddaughter. She would probably use this for the rest of her life because right now she's still at that stage. My room is my sewing box. But, you know, it just has a little tray in it to hold some bobbins and whatever. And yeah. So Notions Shop. It's called the Notions Shop Sewing Box. It's just precious. It's nice and deep to hold scraps and scissors and whatever. But, you know, how cute is this? So I'm going to give this I'm just going to display it in my room because I just think it's so pretty. I opened the box to get this. And biggest smile. This was the highlight of my day yesterday, you guys. Highlight of my day. So stinking cute. You know, this, like I said, you don't need this. But when you look at it and you go, that makes me happy. It's worth every penny. right? Kind of like buying a new car you don't need. Yeah. I wanted to do the sampler box reveal, but I'm not sure. I don't think Fat Quarter Shop's going to do that until like they put a blog post out around 8. So by then we'll be done. And I don't want to jump the gun on that. So we'll go over the sampler reveal on Monday. Okay. Okay. Don't forget, hashtag Power Tools. You're going to get Shamrock Ridge by Nancy Halverson on Wander Lane. Very, very cute. Okay, some goodies that did come in from the Fat Quarter Shop that they shared with me to share with you. There's a new cross stitch pattern out there, and y'all know I'm not a cross stitch person, but that doesn't matter. It's a line called Henny Penny by Kim Deal. I love Kim Deal. She's awesome. I think I became aware of her through Craftsy, I think. So anyway, look at the needle minder. It's kind of a Pennsylvania Dutch looking. This is adorable. This is a magnet. A needle minder is a magnet. And I love this. And I collect needle minders. So I love it. So along with this is a, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? A cross stitch pattern. There it is right there. Look at that. Called Henny Penny. So stinking cute. I linked to this below. All of these things are in the section for the Fat Quarter Shop below the video. Okay. I wish that this was an applique. I wish it was. So it's not. Now, one of the cool things, they have these project bags. They're kind of a plastic, soft plastic, and you can stitch on them. Very cute. Very, very cute. So that's Henny Penny. Adorable. Lori Holt has come out with 2 new patterns. Now, this pattern, you can get just the pattern. Both of these, you can get just the pattern or there's a kit. This is Summer Picnic. I loved this. I loved this. Okay. This finishes at 78.5 by 98.5. Summer Picnic by Lori Holt for being my bonnet. I love this. This is so pretty. There's a kit for this as well. You can get the pattern or you can get the kit. But if you're loaded down with Lori Holt fabrics like I am, but it uses all of those. This is her new Americana line. Of course, she came out with a new line of fabric, right? Of course. So this is the Americana line. Also in the Americana line, I love this. This is a big, big quilt. This is the Scrappy Americana flag. Look at that. Full of friendship stars. This finishes at 65.5 by 105.5. It's nice and long like a flag. This is just gorgeous, y'all. Again, using the Americana line by Lori Holt from Being My Bonnet. I linked to both of these. There are kits for these if you want to get it and put it together, or raid your stash if you have enough, right? Raid your stash. That blue background, I know this is just gorgeous. I don't have a blue background quilt and I would like one. So just beautiful. Very, very pretty. You could even use more vibrant red and whites and golds, you know, if you didn't want to use Lori Holt fabrics, but just get the pattern. It's gorgeous. So stinking pretty. Very pretty. All right. Jocelyn Ueng came out with a couple new patterns as well. Let me put these over here. All right. I'm putting Henny Penny up on my thing here. I leave the backing up. They come with a little magnet. Well, this is the magnet that's on here and they come with the backing. I leave that on there like that. And then it goes in place of honor right there. Very nice. Makes me happy. These are things that make me happy. I'm pretty easy to please. So Jocelyn Ueng came out with strippy spools. All right. There we go. And I do not know if it uses a jelly roll or not. It does not say, because on the back, it asks you to get, yardage, but I'm wondering, because this quilt finishes You can have a lap or a twin size. Let me see if it tells you to cut these into 2.5-inch strips, and then you'll know. Then you can say, oh, I have a jelly roll that I don't know what to do with. Let me look. Yeah, it sure does. So it does use 2.5-inch strips, but you need yardage as well. So if you're interested in that, give you something to do with the jelly roll. I love it. And so it's got little bobbins, okay? It's got little Aurifil spools, right? And then regular spools. Very cute. Very, very cute. 83, Bunny Rule. Happy birthday. Same age as my mom. Not sure that's working out with the move from Tennessee to Texas. FYI, more to come. All right, what else? Jocelyn had 2 of them, I thought. Yes. And this is cute. This is called For the Frill of It. Reminds me a lot of Millie's dresses, but it's very cute. Very, very cute. So now we've had 2 dress patterns. We had Millie's dresses and then For the Frill of It. Millie's dresses was by Lori Holt. So this finishes at 42.5 by 54.5. It's a small little quilt. Very cute. Nice little pretty thing to hang. This would just look adorable in a quilt store. So get some, y'all that have quilt stores, get them to make a sample of it and hang it on the wall. Just precious. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Even, or a dress shop. Do they even have those anymore? They're closing everywhere. All right. And for you cross stitchers, Hometown Neighborhood Birdhouse. This is cute. This is so cute. Okay. Very, very nice. I'm not a cross stitcher. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the sole and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. By Emily Dickinson. How nice is that? You're a realtor. You need the House Notions box. Yes, you do, Shelley. Yes, you do. That's just perfect. You can put little candies in it, right? Little lollipops or dum-dums or whatever. And then when kids come in, tell them to go look in the treasure box. That was my favorite thing to do when I went to the dentist. Yes, I had a dentist. He had a big plastic Pirates treasure box, and there was candy in there and little toys. It was like Cracker Jack on steroids. I loved it. So can For the Thrill be Snapplique for the... No, it cannot. This is not an applique pattern. I imagine if you wanted to design a dress, you could create an applique. That's outside of my skill set. Okay. I need for pictures. Yeah. Snapplique is for applique patterns. All right. And then here we have the Stitchy Seeds Seed Packet Cross Stitch Series by It's So Emma. Tulips. How cute. That's adorable. So you guys that are making these, a lot of you are making a whole bunch of them. You're making the whole series. Just beautiful. Again, not my thing, but I know a lot of you do that. Miss Valerie loves to cross stitch. All right. So that's all the goodies I had to show you guys that came in the mail yesterday. That's always fun, isn't it? It's like a little virtual quilt shop walk around from the Fat Quarter Shop. Very cute. All right. Let me see here. Let me put this stuff over here. Okie dokie. So I have 2 more blocks for Brightly Sampler for the companion quilt. And then I'm ready to start the layout. And that's what this is. So these are the 16 blocks I had to make. So 4 blocks make up 1. And this is the layout that I chose. Let me get it in here. Do I have the thumbs up to go ahead on this? This is what I wanted to know from you guys, if you like that. So I'm thinking I like it. I played with it a little bit yesterday, but these are what I'm going to do. So I just tried to balance out colors and patterns and all of that. We got a So Cute. Okay. Debbie gave the yes, go ahead. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to be putting those together today then. That's awesome. Thank you. If you guys are just joining us, hi, welcome. Glad you are here. I do this every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central. I know some of you are just Friday people because on Fridays, on Giveaway Friday, my numbers go way, way up. But thank you guys. I love it. Awesome. I'm getting lots of looks good. Okay. And it's, you know, when you're in your sewing room, a lot of you get up early to watch this. If you're on the West Coast or Mountain Time or wherever you are in the world, thank you for joining me. But if you're watching on replay, a lot of people like to put this on when they're in their sewing room. It just is stitchy chatter in the background. And every once in a while I go, look at this. And y'all are stitching along and you go, what is she talking about? So that's always fun. And then I know a lot of you, Monday, the morning time is a coffee ritual. So I had a viewer write in and wrote me a question. So all week, well, Wednesday through today, we have been working on the love. This is what the giveaway is today, you guys. The Shamrock Ridge book. If you win it and you already have it, you can share it with a friend. Okay. We've been working on this little love mini quilt right here. And so I'm going to give the book to you and it's from Lady M. Oh, a lot of you email me and say, hey, I'm cleaning out my sewing room and can I send you stuff to give away? You guys, thank you so much for your generosity. And I appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. However, you knew that was coming, but right, y'all, I do not have the space to store the things. I don't have the bandwidth. I have to mail stuff out. So Lady M is the only benefactor of the channel. Plus I get stuff in from like, the Fat Quarter Shop and these shops in Kimberbell, and they all send me things. So I continually have stuff rolling into my room that I may or may not want or use. And I give that away. So thank you so much for thinking of me. I appreciate it, but I really would prefer that you give it away to the 4-H or the Scouts or something like that. Okay. Because I just don't have the space. And then I forget what I have. I mean, people would send me enough stuff to start my own quilt store. Really, they would. So I just wanted to share that. When I don't want, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I truly appreciate the thought. But, however, I just do not have it. It should be. Shelly is not finding the link. Go below the video and I've got a section just for Fat Quarter Shop. It should be in there. If it's not in there, it's up above in featured items. Okay. Also, y'all don't forget that we got a 10% coupon good through the 17th of March for Embrilliance. And that was the software that we used for this applique pattern. So I was going to sew this morning with you guys. Here we go. Didn't that turn out beautiful? So, oh, your guild has a giveaway table. That's great. Yeah. Check with local sewing guilds, even if you're not a member, and say, hey, I'm purging. Would you guys like my stuff? I'm decluttering. Don't say purging. Sounds bad. I'm decluttering. Would you guys like my stuff for your giveaway? They'd love it. Believe me. Okay. Also, it was either a comment below the video or somebody sent me an email, but I read from one of y'all. You had a load of quilts or somebody you knew had loads of quilt tops that they needed to stitch up and get gone. And they did and donated them to the American Legion. So your local American Legions will take finished quilts to hand out to veterans. So there's that, right? Okay, so here we are. All right. Now, a viewer wrote to me and she said, how do you get your background quilting to stay up so puffy? She says, when I iron on my background, my applique, everything goes flat as a pancake. And she loses the background quilting. So I'm not sure what batting that person was using, but I use 100% cotton batting. It withstands the heat. If you're using a poly batting, you can melt those fibers with your iron. And when you melt the fibers, they'll go. So maybe that, I don't know what, or if you're using even an 80-20. An 80-20 batting has 20% poly, I think, or is it the other way around? You're going to melt. The heat will make those fibers, the poly is a plastic, and it will make them collapse, okay? Is Enthusiast worth the money for you to purchase? Karen, if you're going to be doing Snapplique, the short answer is yes. If you can swing it, do it, because it will help you remove stitches that you don't want, or maybe they're wonky and you want to fix them, and you will be so glad you have that option, other than fiddling around with the stitch simulator. But that's up to you. Okay, so my loft in here, this is 100% cotton. And look how pretty the background quilting is. This is 100% cotton, okay? Everybody needs a sewing box, I know. So also, we're going to get up way close and let you guys see how good my my blanket stitching is. It's absolutely spot on perfect, is it not? Y'all, that's an embroidery machine that did that. I'm being facetious. I'm not bragging on myself. Okay. So this is why I Snapplique. So the background quilting came from inside of the luminaire. So if you want to do that, you can. All right. I use Design Center to create that. And then I have it put together with some 505 for a piece of the backing. And then, so this, I trimmed this to 7.5, and the hanging square, let me show you guys the hanging square. The hanging square is 6.5, an inch smaller. Hanging triangle. What brand is my batting? Y'all, I buy my batting from a husband and wife team out of the Woodlands. They live just north of Houston. Their shop is called Loft Supply, LOFT supply.com. Fantastic people. David, Mark, his wife, Sherry. Okay. And that's where I get all my batting. They only purchase batting from that's made in a mill in Fort Worth. So it's all Texas. It's all made in the USA. And they use Texas cotton. Okay. I love that. And cotton from Georgia, all in the South, of course. They use cotton made in the USA. But they've got all different kinds of batting in there, and that's where I get my rolls, is from Loft Supply. The name of the sewing box is Notion Sewing Box. Notion Sewing Box. It is in my section for the, I hope I put that in there. If it's, y'all, I'll double check afterwards. If it's not in my Fat Quarter Shop section, I will put it there, but I'm pretty sure it is. I thought that I had done that. Okay, the house is sold out. Oh, I'm sorry. That stinks, y'all. I know when I show y'all something, you need to drop what you're doing or get on your phone or your tablet while you're watching on TV, and if you think you want it. So it may come in. Okay. They may get more. You never know. But, and also you might see this at your local quilt shop. So be sure to patronize your local shops. Okay. I thought that was just adorable. I saw that and I went, oh, I got to have that. That's why I don't show y'all a thing until I have it in my hands. And I know I've got mine. I don't even mention it. If I was to say there's this most adorable little box and I'm going to get it, it would be gone before I even could get off this show. Oh, it's on Etsy. Good, good, good. Okay. All righty. So I made up my binding yesterday. I got that done. I love this fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. This is from Wander Lane. Okay. So the whole point of the hanging triangle, a lot of people ask me, what size do I use for hanging triangles? And the whole point of the hanging triangle is you can put it on the back, and all you have to do, you're going to enclose the top edge in your binding, and you just have to sew a single stitch. I learned this from a video from Laura Koya on It's So Easy. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this together, and I don't want it to get all wonky. So, or maybe get flipped up behind. So I'm going to use my Sew Tights magnets to hold it together. All right. And the way I do my magnets, I know it's hard to see them. So I will just put the I'll put that like right over the E and then just drop this and it'll find its home. Okay. So you got to kind of press these sideways. I love using sew tights for this. That way I can be sure that I am not going to get flipped up fabric underneath. Okay. And I've got this here. I thought I might iron this on. I thought that might be cute, but we'll see. We shall see about that. I don't know. Okay. Put this right here. Just give me enough room that I don't run over it with my walking foot. Okay. What's store for the box? It's sold out. It was. Oh, it's sold out. Yeah, the box sold out. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. So there, I have used my sew tights. So now I know my backing is nice and flat. And it come out so cute. So I have a walking foot on my sewing machine. And I don't know that I need my iron, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. My Liso iron back here. Okay, let's switch cameras. Let me move my book. Just to remember that let's see. Switch cameras. I got so much stuff here, y'all. Oh my goodness. So I put my walking foot. Now this is the Brother PQ 1500 machine, and the 1500 it came with a walking foot. If you got a 1600, I don't think it comes with it. That's one of my screwdrivers right here. I don't think it comes with it, but they make a walking foot for this straight stitch machine. So I'm going to use a large stitch on. I'm up on a 4. Good. It says there's a message to be notified when it's back in stock. Go ahead and click that, you guys, and get on that. And that way, when they come back in, you'll get an email. All right. I am going to base this together before I put the binding on it. And I'm stitching within 1/8 of an inch. I love my knee lift. I love it. I lost a backing. It got hung up on the metal thing here. Let me let this go. There. Do I have bubbles? A little bit. See, the whole point was to not have those. I think my magnet idea didn't work, right? These are the seam rippers that we have in our store site, powertoolswiththreadstore.com, but I don't think we have any. I think we're out. All right, now let me do this again. I see, because it got hung up on the metal plate here. I didn't even think of that. That was the problem. Yep. I like sew tights, but, you know, they've got good and bad uses. I definitely love them for my long arm. So I'm gonna take this off before I get to where it's gonna hit that metal plate. You just have to figure out how to work with them. Okay, and the last one. Even with a walking foot sometimes. That looks fine. Okay, that looks great. Okay. So we're all good. I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. My little ironing station here. I got all my goodies. You know, people ask me all the time about my productivity, and y'all, it's just having stuff at the ready so you don't have to go looking for it. You know where everything is. Keep a tidy sewing space. That helps. Every day when I close up my room, I say, okay, I got to put my toys away. And I pick up all the flat surfaces and put things back where they go. And if it doesn't have a home, I give it a home. Everything needs a home. Oh, my power just blipped. Yeah. Thank goodness I have got machines on UPS so that they don't fry. That's universal power supply. Okay. That thing's pulling up. That is the bane of our existence, isn't it? When things don't want to lay flat, when you base them, even with a walking foot, drama. Don't like that. Even with a walking foot. Goodness sakes. All right. Okay. So I'm going to stitch this again flat. Let me use a stiletto side on this. I needed my stiletto to program that design wall because you have to get in there and touch this button that's really, really dinky. There we go. Okay. That'll work. I like that. That'll work for sure. Okay. So do I need to iron that on? I think that's kind of cute. Right? Maybe put it sideways like that. I don't know. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew, go back to a 2.5. I'm going to go ahead and sew the binding on with this foot. And let me see. Okay, raw edges to the outside, right? Oh, I'm going to fold this in and press it. Because I do a straight binding. No, don't put it on. Yes, it's cute. No, don't do it. Okay. You like it as is. I'm going to leave it as is. I know. Purist. So I'm going to fold this in. I do a straight binding edge finish on these because they're so small. If it was larger, I would do a diagonal, but they're so small. So fold that in so that I've got a nice finished edge on this. Nice and crisp. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll pin it and think about it, right? Okay. So let's do this. And on these, I start way down here. Where's my 1/4 inch? Right there. I'm using my 1/4 inch seam. No, that's perfect. Okay. And sew off. All right. And I'm going to miter it. Now, I like to use this little template. Y'all, this is just a piece of plastic. You can make it with cardboard. You can make it with a butter lid. Just create yourself a 2.5 inch strip with a 45-degree angle. I got this idea from Karen Brown from Just Get It Done Quilts. And she talks about using templates. She has a whole video on it. Okay. So I'm folding this over and it gives me a nice, beautiful 45-degree miter. Okay. And then I pick it up and I put it on top of it, line up the edge here, and then I can fold this over. And it just comes out so pretty. It's much better than the winging it method. Okay. And I usually go backwards first. I'm going to have to change a foot here in a second. This machine has a line horizontally going across where the 1/4 inch is, which is nice. I get the end of the fabric right there. One more. Okay. And then stitch off to the point. This is how you do a binding by machine. I do not do bindings by hand, y'all. I'm not sewing anything on by hand. Yeah, use a template for mitering. Absolutely. So I put the point. It's clear plastic, I know. But I put the point right at, so it matches the stitching. Okay. Just kind of like that. And I make sure the edge is straight with the edge of the project, and then just fold it back. And I took too many stitches. I shouldn't have gone that extra stitch. Why didn't you do that, Becky? Why didn't you just, you saw the 1/4 inch line and you just went right over past it. Why did you do that? I don't know. And now it's too far. Okay, let's do this one more time. I'm going to right there. I don't know if I didn't trust it or I don't trust myself or what. Who knows? But I should have. That's what it's there for, right? Am I going to go all the way to the end or stopping before the edge? I stop, Hope, before I get to the end and pivot and then do the 45. Right. So let me show you what this looks like. Let me get the template on there just nice. And I'll show you what it looks like. Let me use this camera and get up close. Okay. So it gives me, okay, let me point this down so you can see. And turn it to the table. Okay. So there you can see. Now you can see what I see. All right. So I stitch, I don't know, because it's in white. I don't know if you can see it. I stitch right to here. There's a horizontal line right there on my machine. So I stop when this edge, this lower edge is at that horizontal line, and I pivot and I stitch off at a 45-degree angle right there. Then I take this and put it along this edge with the 45-degree point right at it, right there. And then when you fold your binding back, you're going to get a beautiful, exact 45-degree fold. Okay. No, it's not in the template's not in my shop, y'all. It's so simple to make these. I should put them in my shop, but I don't have the material. Then I pull it away and so what I did, okay, it's right here. Y'all can make these out of cardboard or a butter tub or something like that. And if you go watch Karen's video, she shows you how to make them. This is a piece of old plastic that I got from a grid for the back of my long arm. It was extra plastic from that. Okay. So now I've got my 45. Now I'm going to just take the end of it, the side of it, and put it right on there and line it up right on this side and flip it over. Nice and pretty, and hold it straight like this. And then I can remove this. Okay. And now I have this beautiful, perfect 45-degree fold. Okay. Yeah. Karen Brown from Just Get It Done Quilts. She's got almost 500,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all have had to have heard from her, of her. She has a video to tell you how to make the templates. Yep. And how to use them. Just like that. She's great. She's really good with how-tos, little tips. that kind of thing. So I'm looking at the lower edge of the quilt. It's going to get right to that horizontal line. One more. I hope I didn't go too far. It was split. I split the difference and took an extra stitch. My mug's in the way. All right. Okay. And now I'm going to use my template again. Put the long pointy edge down in the corner. And then fold this up. Yeah, y'all, it just cut a piece of cardboard or a piece of butter tub lid or something like that. They even make those anymore. And then cut a 45-degree angle. That's all it is with a point. Very easy to do. Very, very. I like the grid so that I can make sure that my line here is straight and I have a vertical line down here. You can buy grid plastic on Amazon. I have it. I actually have it in my Amazon store because I have a video to show you how to make grids for embroidery hoops. If you don't have a grid for your embroidery hoop, I'll show you how to do that. You don't always need a grid, but when you do, it's handy. If you're making in the hoop projects, you don't need a grid. But sometimes you need it. Especially if you're doing edge-to-edge quilting without a camera. Okay. And the last one. And then we're going to put on the triangle, hanging triangle. All right. Fold this over, make it pretty. Fold it back. Make it pretty. Love it. Okay. Let me make sure the giveaway tool is collecting y'all's #power tools. How many we got? 802. Yeah, doing good. All right. You just ordered the House Notions box. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Teresa. Makes you happy, doesn't it? Happy birthday to you. Not bad. No, you do what makes you happy for your birthday. All right. That's good enough. Okay, now here I'm going to use this template too. Let me show you how I'm going to do this. Let me get in a little bit here. So sometimes, okay, so here's the folded edge. I press the edge so that it'll be nice and pretty. And then I'm going to cut, I don't know. You want to give yourself a tail, a little bit of a tail. There's like 1.5 inches. That's fine. Okay. And sometimes when you try to tuck this in there, it'll get all lumpy, right? And so what I do is I take the square edge, all right, and I'll put it inside of the, inside like this, and then press it up. All right. Nice and smooth. So everything is super smooth up under there. See that? So I just took the edge. I went inside. So here's the top, and there's the inside part. And I went inside. And it just smoothed out the creases for both pieces. Creases for both pieces. Smoothed it out. And that looks good. Okay. I don't know if the magnet's going to work. I probably have to use pins. Let me use pins. I'm going to pin that. And I don't want it to bubble. And you know, ow, I just stuck my finger. You know it will. It'll want to bubble for some reason. Okay. So let's see here. All right. I'm going to start behind in the stitching where I was. I don't need that anymore. All right. Let's let's go over this. You really want to use a walking foot when you do this, you guys, because so many layers. This helps with the bubble. And I'm just going to go over where I started and back stitch a little bit. Perfect. All right. Awesome sauce. Look at that. And it looks good on the back too. Perfect. Okay. So now I need to iron. Yeah, that binding tool is awesome. It makes beautiful, pretty miters. Now I'm going to flip everything and I'm going to press it so it knows where I want it to go. Okay. Oh, did your Walmart get rid of the Dritz pins? They still have them at mine. Okay. So I'm just going to press this open nice and flat. And I can see where pressing a piece of poly batting would cause problems here. You need a batting that can withstand the heat, and cotton batting will resume its loft. So we got birthday people. I bet you there's birthday cake in the kitchen if you go look. All righty. So on this one, I like to just pin everything all at once because these are so small. When it comes to, I had a thread. They're so small. Where did I see it? There it is. That it's hard to form your corners in the moment. So the first thing I need to do here is to back out a little bit. And I need to change my foot. Now, the only bad thing about this walking foot is you have to completely remove this screw in order to change the foot out, because it doesn't have a gap to slide off over the screw, which is annoying. So, and this is why I put the foot on before we started, because this is annoying just all in itself. Tedious. Distracting. Give me my cup. Let me put that over here. There we go. All right, so there's my screw. Let me pull this up. See where you put the screw in at? It doesn't have a gap. So you have to take the screw completely out. That's it, you guys. Okay, we're almost finished with our hour. Last call. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Last call for #PowerTools. Okay, and I'm going to send you the Shamrock Ridge on Wander Lane. This is the pattern book, courtesy of Lady M, benefactor of my channel. So this will be fun. I have one I'm going to give away every month. So I make you nervous with, girl, I've been sewing with my cup in my sewing area for years. I already had my slop for February. It's over. Today's the last day of February, right? I slopped yesterday on the thing. So you're going to go piddling around. Oh, that's good, Crafty Pat. I enjoy that. That always means you're going to have lunch out, right? That's enjoyable. I enjoy that. Lady M is a sweetheart. So if you want to stick around after the giveaway, you're welcome to. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and put in, today's the last day of February. I know, yay. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in. So this is the reason, if I cut my square to 7.5, then if I cut my project to 7.5, I cut the hanging square to 6.5. And that way I have 1/2 inch away from the edge there, and I don't get all that bulk in the corners. This is so pretty, y'all. I think you're right. I think I'm going to leave the shamrock off because it takes away from the binding. So, all right, we are at 8 o'clock. Let's do the draw. Yay! So, if you are here for the drawing and you're going to leave right after, because I get it, you got to go to work, be sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I love to get more subscribers. It's great for the algorithm. All right, here we go. We have 862. Ready, set, go. And let's see what we're going to do. Y'all, it only runs for 10 seconds. It can't put every name up. Okay. Margaret Wilson, congratulations. Good for you, Margaret. Email me powertoolswiththread@outlook.com and I will get this in the mail to you. That's wonderful. Congratulations. So happy for you. Awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys. So those of you that want to stick around and watch me finish this, you are more than welcome to. And the rest of you, I will see you probably next week, or I'll see you on Monday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So, and go sew something. Be sure to sew something this weekend. I've got some strings that are sticking out of where I think I'm going to have my binding overlap, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to get rid of those. Needs a haircut. My mom used to say that. The fabric needs a haircut. Okay. See you guys. Yeah. All right. Let's have a coffee break, shall we? Let's have a coffee break. We've been at this for an hour. Go sew something, Angie. Awesome. I could put the shamrock on the triangle on the back. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do. You can't see it that well, but that's a good idea because I don't want to throw it away, right? I've got 2 of them, but I'll put that there. That's a good idea. Let me put this down as far as I can in the point so that it doesn't get caught, the top of it doesn't get caught in the binding. There we go. That's fine. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday, Margie. That's wonderful. Don't forget to get cake in our virtual kitchen. I could cut out. Am I going to the livestock show in Vernia? No, I'm not, Cassie. That parking lot. Ooh, Lord. I used to go all the time. My friend's son was showing turkeys. Right? Let's see. Okay. All righty. And the granddaughter is not coming to San Antonio, did not come to San Antonio this year to show goats. That did not work out. Okay, so I'm going to use pins now and pin all of my corners and everything so that it stays where I need it to. All right. What's the fabric line behind you with the rooster and the milk bottle called? That is called Farmstead by Stacy East Shoe. And you can get it at the Fat Quarter Shop. You can click any of the links below in the video for the Fat Quarter Shop, and it'll take you there if you wouldn't mind. That helps me. And then you can surf around and shop to your heart's content. But it's called Farmstead, and I love it. I wanted to make the Brightly Sampler quilt using Farmstead. So I'll show you guys how I do my miters. Let me get you in. Let me see. I'm going to turn around and do it backwards so you can see. So what I do, yeah, you can see that, is I pull it up tight, okay, and I put my thumb right there, and then get myself kind of press it, and then pull it over, and I try to make sure that the mitered point meets exactly on the other side of the binding. And then before I move anything, I'm going to redo it. Before I move anything, let me get that thread in there. I got threads sticking out. What are you doing? And then before I do anything, I'll pin it. And then, so if you're new to this, I know some of you have been doing this for 100 years. So then when I got the miter exactly like I want it, I come in from the top, okay, and then pin it exactly where I want it. So it looks like this on the front. Okay, and it looks like this on the back. That's exactly how I do that. So normally I don't pin all the way around, but these are so small. to be able to fiddle around with that miter corner. And I'm pinning and putting this together clockwise, okay? But to be able to fiddle with the miter corner on these really small projects will drive you crazy. Okay, y'all have a sew expo? Nice. Do I do a decorative stitch when I sew it down? No. I sew it down from the front. Blind. I have a stitch in the ditch foot, and I sew it down from the front. Don't need a decorative stitch. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to fold that one in. Sometimes I can't get it. So like this time, I've got too much bulk. Let me fix that. I've got too much bulk right here. I might have gotten too far away. Did I get too far away? No. But I've got too much bulk. I can tell when I've got too much bulk because I can see the batting over the edge of the green. That's too much bulk. That's not going to work. You want the batting to be even with the edge of the green like that. See that? And so when I got down here, that little tiny bit of bulk is going to cause me grief and you won't get a pretty miter. So I'm going to trim it. All right. Just this little bit will mess with your miter. We can't have that, right? You jumped on the new chair train. Good. It came in. Awesome. That's what I did, Deborah. I got one. I liked it and ordered two more. And I'm now the first two came in pretty quick. The third one has not, because y'all just ordered them up. And I think they're on back order or something. All right. Oh, that's much better. I can tell already. That's much better. I'm actually pinning backwards so that it pins correctly from the front. Let me put this over. This miter is giving me a fit, this corner. I'm glad I didn't use this one for a demo. You can still make it work. You just have to play with it and make it. Do what I tell you, right? We're all done with the giveaway, Kim. We gave it away at 8 a.m. So we're all done. Yep. All righty. You guys got sewing plans this weekend? I plan on finishing the next 2 blocks in the Brightly Sampler Farmstead line. And then I will begin to put it together. I also want to prep my friend's t-shirt quilt that I'm making for her. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it with you guys next week. Okay. You can't hear me on your live on your TV. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why, Kim. You should be able to. You're going to buy any computer bag. There you go, DVS. There you go. I love it. All right. And let me do this last corner. My fingers are falling asleep. This little tedious handwork, y'all. I don't know what it is. I got nerves, something or other going on. But I'm starting to go to sleep up here. Probably a pinched nerve or something. But that's why I can't edit videos. My hand goes to sleep. Okay, so we're ready for this. This looks good. There we go. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like from the front. And that's what it's going to look like from the back. Okay. You can see some of your applique fabric after it's been stitched down. What are you doing wrong? You're using a satin stitch. Did you use an inflate, Karen? If you did an inflate, it's too big for the satin stitch. You're talking about around the outside of the satin stitch, right? Okay, I need to put on my This is a stitch in the ditch foot. It's an industrial ditch foot. I don't know that you guys can see that. It's got two pieces to it. It has a independent suspension on one of these. Let me go to the other camera. You get this at Ken's Sewing. Okay, let me zoom in. It only fits a straight stitch machine. It'll fit a Juki. It'll fit the Brother. It'll fit the Baby Lock. Okay, Jazz. Right? I think that's what it is. Okay. So I use this. And I love this because the toe of it, see how thick the toe is? That little deal right there? It's so thick, it pushes the binding over and out of the way. Okay. It's an industrial ditch foot. And I got to put this back on. So I'm going to put this screw in first. Oh, going to be a good day, guys. It just popped right in there. I didn't have to fiddle with it too badly. Nope. Let me screw this a little tighter. Okay. All right, there we go. Perfecto. Okay, so I'm going to start over here at the start of the, where it's binding is folded. I could put a green, oh no, I'm not going to, no. It's going to stitch right on the, I break my needle. Yep, I didn't have that thing on straight. I broke my needle, y'all. Dang it. Okay. Oh, I see the tip. I see the tip. I got to go get some tweezers. Y'all hold on. It does the job well. I know, Star, when I use it right. I didn't have it aligned properly. Hold on here. Where are they at? Darn it. I need a better pair of tweezers. Sugar. Oh. Darn it. Oh. Where did they go? Frito, Daddy's up. Go see Daddy. Go on. Come on. Okay. I can't find my tweezers, y'all. I bought extra tweezers and they are MIA. But, hold on a second here. Let me see if I can use this magnet from Keith to get that out of the material. Where did it go? No. Oh boy. Dang it. It's still in there. I can feel it. The tweezers that I use, those Revlon eyebrow tweezers, they're the best. And they're not in my sewing room, and I don't know why. And they should be. That drives me crazy when stuff is not where I need it. See, this is what I was talking about having things. All right. Well, you guys, I'm going to have to give it up. It's going to take me a minute to get this fixed up. All right. Well, there you go. That's what happens in the sewing room. I'll finish this up in a little bit. I have the larger tweezers that you use for the serger. I got those, no problem. But those they don't have a tight enough grip to get that little piece of needle out. It's really bound into the threads there. So they're not in my cup. No, I generally don't use them over here. That's why I don't use them over here. I only use them by the embroidery machine. No, these are full of bobbins. Anyway, that's all right. I'll get it fixed up and get it stitched. So I'm going to run. I got to get some breakfast and I'm going to go. It's not in my machine. I know. That's what I love this magnet for. I'll get down in there and get whatever out. So, all right, you guys, this has been fun, except for this little last bit, but I'll take care of that in a little while. And get the magnet for the needle. What? Needle nose pliers? I don't have any. Yeah, the joys of live TV. That happens. It's fine. No big deal. The machine's fine. I just need to replace the needle, get that out, and then I'll get it all stitched up. And Monday morning, you'll see it hanging right there in place of the love. All right. All righty, you guys. We will talk to you soon. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love you guys. Y'all go sew something. Bye.